Are you ready to turn heads? Luxury isn't just worn, it's experienced. Introducing a Layla Cara style and new up-and-coming designer collection where exclusive shoes and bags for men and women meets your feet. How about you take a handbag and wear it in style, where each piece is personally designed by Layla Carroll herself and handcrafted from the finest material in Italy. Leather, smooth like butter, bold, timeless, distinctly you. Step into true elegance and make your mark with a Layla Cara style where confidence meets craftsmanship. Visit a Layla Cara style and experience the luxury of art that you wear.
Hey, everybody. So, today is a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. So, anyways, I'm Layla, and today's topic is appreciation goes a long way. But not only that, the main topic and the main focus is learn to appreciate yourself. And you're probably saying, what do you mean by learn to appreciate yourself? Well, let's get into it. As we all know, every day when we wake up, we have tasks, chores for children, and as you really think about it, it's chores for adults too. So we have things that we have to do. And we call them errands. I gotta run errands. Or we give them another name, but it's all the same. Basically, when it comes down to it, we have a lot to do. We have a lot on our plate, and there's so many things that have to be done in a 24-hour period, including sleep, that we don't realize that we're just going on and on and on every day doing the same thing over and over again. But one of the things that we forget to do is to appreciate ourselves. We look to other people to teach us about what they think about us through their appreciation for us. But the problem is, everybody don't appreciate you. Even if they pretend to do so, they don't always appreciate you. You know, one of the things I teach my son is he needs to learn how to appreciate the things that I give to him. And I say that because my son have a habit of breaking things. I question it. I have questioned, how in the world do you break everything you have? How do you do that? I don't get it. I do understand that kids break things, but this little boy has been breaking things since he learned how to walk, since he learned how to crawl, all those things. He have been just doing things. And I remember I said to myself, okay, when he was with my mom, he was tearing up her house. And you would think, how can a little baby tear up her house? Well, he would throw things down the toilet, and now her toilet won't flush, it's backing up, all those things. And you would say to yourself, well, you are the adult. You should just make sure he don't get in the restroom and cover up whatever he can't get to. Well, you can keep your eyes on children for as long as you want to. But when you have someone that you think is supposed to be watching that child, and they're not watching the kid because they in their own little world doing what they do, well, that child get into things, and before you know it, they drop a whole tennis ball down the freaking toilet, or whatever you want to call that plugged up the toilet to where it won't flush. Not only that, he thought that the doorknob was a swing. So he would swing on the doorknob at any room in the house until it breaks. And then, of course, I can keep going on and on and on. So I used to tell my mother, hey, you need to pay attention to him and stop him from doing those things, and then you won't have to worry about him breaking your stuff like that. And you have every right to chastise him and discipline him when he's not doing what you say. Okay, let's fast forward. Now, he's older. He's 9 years old, and he's still breaking things. And I used to wonder, do he feel a certain kind of way? Is there something going on with him that make him want to tear things up? Every electronic device that we have gotten him, from a cell phone to a tablet, whatever, he have broken it. I don't even know how he broken it, how they came up broken. It's either the charger port not working, or it's not turning back on. It's just completely just broke. It ain't turning on at all. It's always something. One time he was using my laptop for, this was during the COVID when they had remote learning, when they had to go to school online. They wouldn't allow the children to go back to school yet. I allowed him to use my laptop so he can do his schoolwork. This time he was in the first grade or the second grade. He was in the first grade. I said, okay, listen to your teacher, pay attention to what your teacher have to say, and, we'll go from there. He couldn't get the laptop to do what he wanted it to do. I don't know what it was that he was trying to do, because it was already set up for it to just sit there and for him to just watch it. I leave out the room. I come back in the room. The laptop is missing. I don't know where the laptop at until I go into the closet. I'm looking around and I see it tucked away in the hamper of the dirty clothes. And I'm thinking, like, why in the world would he put this in here when he is supposed to be watching and listening to his teacher? I open up the laptop and the screen is broken, cracked all across the screen. And I'm thinking, like, no, he didn't. I almost lost my marbles. I mean, literally, I almost flipped out. But I just took the laptop, placed it down next to him, walked out the room, calmed myself down. And then I came back after I was calm enough to talk to him. And I said, what happened? Tell me, what happened? And he was like, I was upset because it wasn't doing what I wanted to do. What was it that you wanted it to do? And he was saying, I was trying to get it to do something, basically something that he had no business doing. He was trying to get off the screen and go to another screen. And the way I had my laptop set up, he couldn't do that. It was the only way he can get on the laptop was to do schoolwork, and that was going to be it. And he was trying to do other things, and he got frustrated because he couldn't do what he wanted to do, and he broke my laptop. Oh, you best believe I was so upset. So I am teaching my son how to appreciate things. Learn how to appreciate when I give you something. First off, especially if it is not yours, because you have to take care of it due to the fact that it's not yours. And not only that, I also wanted to make sure that he understood that no one is going to give you anything if you're going to tear it up. So he wants a cell phone. And I said to myself, no, he didn't ask me for a cell phone. And then went so far to tell me what type of cell phone he want. I want an iPhone, Apple 14 something. I say, wait a minute, that phone is over $1,000. I don't even own a phone that costs that much. The highest phone that I ever bought was a $900 phone, and I'd be darned if I allow you to get something that expensive knowing your history of breaking things. So I said, no, you're going to have to earn that phone and you're going to buy it yourself. So guess what? You're going to do what everybody else do. You're going to get allowance by doing your chores. You do your chores, you get paid. You're going to get paid a certain amount every paycheck that I get paid. And you're going to have to save until you can buy yourself an iPhone. And not just that, you still going to have to pay for service. You ain't only buying the phone, you going to pay for the service. He looked at me like I lost my mind. Like, he said, you got money? I said, that's my money, not yours. That is not going to happen. I'm not buying you a phone that costs over $1,000 and pay for the service. Oh, you crazy. You gotta be cray-cray right now. You cray-cray? Yes, you are. And I just laughed and left like this 9-year-old think he just gonna break my bank. Not gonna happen. So I'm teaching him about appreciation, how to appreciate the things that are given to you. Don't tear them up. Now, on another note, my mother. I love my mother dearly. I really do. She's a different kind of breed, man. She's a different kind of breed. I'm telling you, she's a different kind of breed. Oh, what do I mean by that? I can go on and on and on and on about her. Matter of fact, I can make a whole series about her. Her alone. My sister, well, she's my best friend, but I call her my sister. She tells me, okay, what's going on as the world turn of and I ain't gonna say my mom's name. And she said my mom's name. She said, as the world turned. I was saying to myself, you know what? Yes, let's get into that one. So, my mom recently has been diagnosed with stage 3 kidney disease. Now, before she was diagnosed, she went to her doctor, and her doctor said her kidney numbers were low. So, it looks like it could be kidney failure. But we're going to send you to a specialist so they can run more tests and make sure whatever it is, we can get to the bottom line. My mom heard kidney failure and took it to another level. She's saying, oh, I got kidney failure. I'm going to be on dialysis. So she literally gets on the phone and she calls everybody she knows and she tells them, I got kidney failure. My doctor told me I got kidney failure. I'm about to start dialysis. Who want to have any type of terminal illness, first off? Second, why would you want to be on dialysis? How is that even something to even brag about? I'm sorry. You don't brag about those things. And yes, she was bragging. It wasn't like, oh my God, the doctor said I'm going to have to be on dialysis. No, it was, I got kidney failure and I'm going to be on dialysis. Like, oh my God, that kind of stuff. Oh, my mom is dramatic. She is the type of person that she loves attention. She wants attention. She got to have attention and she craves attention. And even if it's in the worst way, she still eat it up because she likes attention. I, on the other hand, I'm opposite from that. I don't like all that. I don't want all that. And I can care less for all of it. I am the type that, okay, before I put anything on myself, we're going to find out the truth. I'm not going to call nothing out on myself that is not good. I'm going to first find out if this is what it is in the first place. I don't even want to even think about something possibly remotely in that nature happening to me. So before I say anything to anybody, I'm going to find out, is this what it is? And then if it is, then what can I do? So my mother, she goes on and on about this kidney failure thing. She finally gets to the specialist, and the specialist does tests on her. They come back with the numbers, and then they tell her she's stage 3 kidney disease. She sends me a text message. I just came from the doctor, from the specialist, and they said that I have stage 3 kidney failure and I have to start dialysis. I said, what? Wait a minute, this don't even sound right. Wait a minute, stage 3? Did she mean to? Did she meant to say stage 3, or did she meant to say stage 5? I don't know which one it is. I need to clear this up. So I took it upon myself to send her some information about stage 3 kidney disease. And I said, Mama, you don't have kidney failure if you are at a stage 3. You can actually live with it, but you have to change your diet. So she calls me the next day and she's talking about it, and she's telling me, well, the doctor said, I'm going off of what my doctor said. I said, did your doctor say that you have to be on dialysis? Well, no, she didn't say that. Then why are you saying that? Make this make sense to me. Why are you saying that? Because you're putting me in a frenzy right now to where I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing about you. Because this is the kind of stuff that really can bring on a tremendous amount of stress. And if it is not exactly what it is, don't do this. Don't do this. Say what it is. And then so she said, well, the doctor said she want to run more tests because they have to do at least 3 more tests. Well, I think she said every 3 months or something like that, to really get down to the real bottom line of what's happening with my kidney. I say, I'm glad you finally opening up with the truth, because all that extra is just too much for me. Don't be extra like that. So right now, my main concern about my mother is she going to do right? Is she going to do what the doctor tell her to do? Because she never really was a type to be disciplined and to go on a disciplinary streak. Basically, what I'm saying here is, so you have some people who, if they get orders from their doctor, they will stick with what the doctor says. Okay, the doctor says that I need to cut out sugar, well, then I'm going to cut out sugar. Cut out sodium, okay, I'm going to cut out sodium, or lower my sodium intake, I'm going to lower my sodium, and then they actually stick with it. Well, my mama's not like that. She will talk that talk, but she will not walk that walk. And she will strictly say, I don't like it, I don't want it, I'm not going to do it. And I'm thinking to myself, when I hear her talk like that, then you're not going to be here very long. You must be preparing to die. Because if you don't do what your doctor's telling you to do, then you are quickly going to get to a stage 4 and a stage 5 of kidney damage, which will cause you to go up to kidney failure, and then you will be on dialysis. And if that happens, now that is not only going to put a burden on yourself, but on everybody who attached to you. When it comes to appreciating yourself, appreciation goes a very long way. It is not just, I appreciate what other people do for me. No, you should appreciate what you do for yourself. What you do for yourself help others around you too. So I'm going to make it clear.
We'll be back after a quick break.
If you haven't already, check out my luxury shoe and bag collection, a Layla Cara style. Each piece is personally designed by me and handcrafted from genuine Italian leather. Whether you're dressing up or keeping it casual, these pieces were made to help you walk with confidence. Because real style starts from how you feel. Go to alaylacarolstyle.com and experience these bold, timeless, and completely all you. Check it out. You might find something you like.
Knowing that you have a self issue, I don't care if it's self inflicted or if it's not, but you have an issue with yourself. And this issue can cause other problems along the way. And it spreads out to other people. Now, your loved ones are stricken with, I ain't gonna say stricken, I'm gonna say struck with burden because of this situation. If they really truly love you, they're going to be worried about you, which causes some of them to not be able to sleep at night, which is also not showing that you care enough about yourself where you can handle certain things. So that means that if you know that you are going through a situation and you could ease that situation by changing your lifestyle, doing things better in your life, doing things better for yourself, learning to appreciate yourself, then it will allow other people to learn to appreciate you too, as well as appreciate themselves as well. You lead by example. People see what you do. They start watching you. They start listening to what you have to say, and they also start mocking the things they see you do. And some people do it consciously, and some unconsciously. They're not aware of it. But when it comes to knowing that you are affecting other people around you with your behaviors, now it is becoming a selfish act. Now you become a selfish person. It's all about you, and it's not about nobody else but just you. Now that's a problem. So what I'm saying is that don't be the type of person that you want attention so badly from other people that you will even go through drastic measures to harm yourself or to cause yourself bodily harm or to allow bodily harm to be done to you, and you don't do anything about it because you want attention from other people. Learn to appreciate yourself. You don't need other people to appreciate you. Even though it feels good to have someone to appreciate you, to show you appreciation, you know, that's the reason why we have all these award shows like the Oscars and the Grammys and all that, because those people who are getting those awards, they want appreciation for the work that they do, and they want it from their peers and also from their fans and audience and stuff like that. But the thing is that it's not about other people appreciating you. It's about you appreciating yourself. When you appreciate yourself, you don't look for validation from other people. You don't need validation from other people. Whether they give it to you or not, it will not affect you. Don't you know that getting validation from other people could become an addiction? Yeah, it really can. And let me explain how that happens. If you are the type of person that you're used to people singing you praises. Oh my goodness, I love your work. You are so awesome. You are so fantastic. You are great. Oh my goodness, I love you. I love you. I love you. What you do is so wonderful. Oh yes. Okay, it feels good when they're doing that. The moment is great. All that, you feel high on top of the world. Give you a sensation that is believable. But the problem is that you don't stay up there long. That situation don't stay there often. It don't come often, and it won't stay there long. So when it comes down to not getting that appreciation anymore, now you feel low, you feel depressed. Depression comes along and it grabs hold of you, and now you're feeling like unworthy, unappreciated. You're mad at everybody, and you're wondering why people are not wanting to be around you because your attitude changes, your mood changes, and they feel the energy coming from you. They don't want to be around that energy. That is why it is not healthy to want other people to appreciate you all the time. It's okay to have people appreciate you, but don't use it as your fuel. It should not be a fuel to your fire to be able to keep going with your life, keep striving with your life, keep making things happen with your life. Because when you first start off on any project in your life, even if it's just to wash the dishes, once you wash those dishes, you shouldn't turn around and look for someone to say, "Oh, thank you for washing the dishes. I surely appreciate that. Oh my goodness, you gave me a relief today. I don't have to worry about any of that." You shouldn't even have to look for that. You shouldn't look for that. You should not care about it. It's just something that you do because you chose to do it. Not because you're looking for appreciation from somebody. That is one of the world's biggest problems right now. We want validation from everybody so we can feel special. When all you have to do is appreciate yourself and make yourself feel special inside and out. The things that you do should not be to glorify yourself. It should actually be to glorify the Lord. That's who it should be. If you want a validation, seek validation from God above. That's who you should be seeking your validation from. Not your validation from a man or a woman or a child. What I also want to address here is that people are fickle. They're very funny. They love you today, hate you the next day. Love you today, hate you tomorrow. That's what they do. When you are showing yourself to a person and opening up yourself to someone and you're giving them all the things that they want, they're happy, they're excited, all those things. But that's short-lived. And then the minute that you're not giving it to them no more, it goes away. And now they don't like you. They can't stand you. You ain't nothing. You ain't done nothing for them. They don't even recognize the things that you have done for them. What you have done for them, oh, that was yesterday. Like Janet Jackson say, what have you done for me lately? It happens. And I know because I'm living proof of that. Back to my mother. My mother's type of person as well. I don't want to down her or anything, but I'm just speaking facts here. She the type that you do something for her, she's appreciated in that moment, and sometimes she's not appreciated in that moment. Sometimes she feels like, oh, you are supposed to do this because I'm your mother. You supposed to. And I'm like, I ain't got it. I told my aunt this the other day. I don't have to do nothing but survive in this world. That's all I'm supposed to do. Everything else is a given. What I choose to do is because I chose to do it. It's a given. Not that I'm supposed to do it. I'm supposed to survive. That's how my life is. Other than that, I don't have to do nothing. Don't want to do nothing. Leave me alone if I don't want to do it. Now, if I choose to do it, it's because I chose to do it. Now, do you show me appreciation for that? That's on you. But I guarantee you this one thing. If you do not show me appreciation for what I do for you, and you make me feel like what I did for you was something that I had to do, I will not do it again. Because like the late, great Dr. Maya Angelou used to say, people do not remember what you say to them. People only remember how you made them feel. And that is the truth. I remember how you made me feel in the moment. And I'm not happy with that. And because I'm not happy with that, I cannot allow you to make me feel that way again. So I won't do what I used to do for you. It's not about you showing me appreciation. It's about you understanding that what I done for you, I did not have to do it. I did it because I wanted to and I chose to, but you took it the wrong way. And because you take things the wrong way, I would not allow you to put me in that state ever again. That's how I operate when it comes to anybody. I don't care who you are, my mother, my dad, my siblings, whatever, even my own child. I tell my child over and over again, you want me to do something for you? I don't have no problem with that. You will have everything you need. But when it comes to the things that you want, now you need to show me that you're not going to tear up everything I give to you because I'm throwing money away. I might as well give you the money and let you take a lighter and burn it up. Then, hey, that's what you're doing anyway. And he was looking at me crazy like, what are you talking about? I don't understand. I said, let me make you understand. This item that you broke costs money. So, because it was bought with money, you took it and you broke it. Now I can no longer use it. I might as well should have taken the money that I used to pay for it and took a lighter and burned that money up. Because that's exactly how you did this when you broke my laptop. Oh, I see. Yeah, I hope you see it and you understand it and you don't do this again. Because when you start working and you start making money, you're not going to want no one to do this to you. Would you want me to do this to you? Because remember, I'm going to remember what you did to my laptop. Do you want me to do this to you when you get older and you buy yourself an electronic device and I take it and I break it because I'm mad because it ain't doing what I wanted to do? No, ma'am. Okay, then. You better think about the things you're doing because it's not cool. So, the message that I want to give to you guys is learn to appreciate yourself. Don't look for validation from other people. Don't put yourself in a situation where you feel that everybody is not showing you appreciation. So now you want to go through drastic measures to get that attention, including causing bodily harm to yourself. Don't do that. Learn to appreciate the things that you do. Think about your accomplishments. Think about how you felt when you accomplished what you set out to do. No matter what that is, how did it make you feel when you completed that task? How did it make you feel when you accomplished what you wanted to get done or what you wanted to have? If you went to college and you graduated, how did it make you feel to get that degree when you walked that stage, when you put that cap and gown on, or when they mailed you your degree in the mail and you opened up that mail and you saw that? How did it make you feel? That is your appreciation right there. Your appreciation comes from you completing the task, from you accomplishing what you set your goals to accomplish. That is your appreciation. If not one person in this world was to say to you ever in the life that you're living, I appreciate you. Congratulations. You're awesome. You're amazing. If not one person does that, so what? It doesn't matter. As long as you do it for yourself. You are the most important person in your life. It should be. If it's not, it should be. You are the most important person in your life. Now, you probably say, no, my kids are the most important person. No, they're not. You are. Because if your health was to fail you right now, today, and you can't get out of bed and you're bedridden, what good are you to your kids? Come on now. Think about this. What good are you to your kids? You can't get out of the bed. Your children is bringing you food and feeding you, spoon feeding you. They changing your diaper because you can't get up to go to the restroom for yourself. They cleaning you up and wiping you down. No, you are the most important person in your life. That means you need to be taking care of yourself well enough to where you don't put that burden off on somebody else. Now, if something happened that is out of your control, it is completely different. But things that you can control, you should focus on that. That should be your main focus. If you get up in the morning, think about what you're putting in your mouth. Okay, I know some things that we all put in our mouth is just not healthy. We know it. Cookies, candy, cakes, pizza, burgers, fries, greasy fries, all this thing. Okay, we know that's not healthy. But we also know we can have it occasionally, but it shouldn't be our main meal every day. We need some greens in our life. Get you some spinach, get you some broccoli, get you some cauliflower, get you some carrots, get you some beets. Beets are really good for you. Get you some squash, some zucchinis. Let's get some of this nutrients in our body. And if you can't get it from the food, okay, let's get some supplements. Let's go to the grocery store and find some supplements. I need iron, because if you're anemic, you're going to need to get your iron up. Because trust me, I know what it's like. I'm anemic. I remember the first time I found out that I was anemic, I passed out in the middle of a workout. Didn't even know that I was anemic. Everything went blank. I fainted. And I was out of there for a minute. Woke up, people over me talking about, are you okay? I went to the doctor. They told me, you're anemic. You're going to have to get some iron supplements in your life, because your iron level, your red blood cells, they're so low. And I'm thinking like, but okay, all right, let me do what I got to do. So yes, I take iron pills practically every day. And I say practically because there's times that I have missed my pills, but I go and make sure I get it done. I can tell the difference right away. When I have my iron supplements in me, I'm energetic. I hop out of bed with no problem. When I go too long without it, I have no energy. I'm cold, like super, super cold. Even if it ain't cold outside, I'm still cold. I got to get some sun on me. Constantly got to get the sunlight on me to feel my bones. They get chilly. All those things. So that means that I need to take care of myself. And I need to appreciate myself, because I have this one body that God gave me. I need to show the appreciation to myself, showing if I appreciate myself, then I'm showing God that I appreciate Him, because He gave me this body. Well, for you guys out there who have been neglecting yourself because you've been pouring into everybody else, it's time to slow it down. Slow down pouring everything into other people, and start that same energy that you've been pouring into other people. Turn that energy around and point it at you. Point that energy to yourself. Yeah, you're going to have some people say, oh, you're selfish. You're not thinking about nobody but yourself. That's not true. That's not true. What you say to them, I have to take care of myself. I have to appreciate myself. If I don't appreciate myself, how can I do for you? How can I help you if I'm not able to help myself? Charity starts at home first. You got to take care of yourself first before you can go and help someone else. How can the blind lead the blind? It have to be someone with eyesight to be able to lead the blind. So you need to have the eyesight so you can lead those who don't have the eyesight. So if you understand what I'm trying to say here, I can break it down a little bit better than that. You need to be the one that's in good condition, stable condition, stable mentally and physically and emotionally. And if it happens to be anything with you dealing with people, with helping them financially or something like that, then you also need to be stable financially. So that means you cannot go broke trying to help other people, because once you're broke, that same person that you help, they're going to turn around and let you go like you ain't never done nothing for them, because they can't use you no more. They're going to find someone else they can use, and then you're going to feel worthless because you done gave all your dang on money away. And now you're needing the help, and no one is coming to your rescue. So take care of yourself first. Always make sure you have what you need first. Once you have the things that you need, whatever you have left over to give, then you can give. I know it sounds like, wow, that's selfish. No, it's not. It's not selfish. It's selfish of you to give all that you got and never take care of yourself. And then you're left out in the cold and dark, and you done gave everything away. And now you're trying to figure out what to do with the rest of yourself. I can explain this better. The reason why I'm saying this, because I used to watch my grandmother give the last that she had to people. There's been many times that my grandmother will get paid. People will come to her house, and I'm talking about anybody. People off the streets, they know she got paid today, so they coming over and they like, Miss Ruby, I am hungry. I don't have no food and I need something. And I'm thinking like, why don't you just give them food? Why are you giving them money? Because they ask for the money. No, I don't need just give me the money. Just give me the money. You give me the money, then I can just go and buy me some food. And knowing they ain't going to use the money for that. But they did it every time. She will give them the last of her money that she had left. And then when it came down to the very last 2 weeks of the month, she would have no food. None. This is when we would eat mayonnaise sandwiches, syrup sandwiches, sugar cinnamon toast sandwiches, no meat, because I stayed with my grandmother a lot. Yes, I lived with my mother, but I was at my grandmother's house a lot because my mom worked. So me and my brother would be at my grandmother's house, and we would be hungry because she didn't give the last of her stuff away to the people. And she's like, this is what God wants you to do. He wants you to help people, but he don't want you to be starving. This is how I used to think. I'm a child, and I'm thinking like this. I know he don't want us to starve while you are here giving all the money away to all these people. And now we got to wait 2 weeks before we can eat again. Well, you would probably say, why your mama didn't have food? Well, shoot, the same thing was going on with her too. Because she learned it from her mother. So now here we are, a given family, but we also don't have what we need. So I said to myself, when I get older, I'm not going to allow anybody to come into my life and take my last. And then I don't have what I need to survive. And they out having a hunky-dory time with my stuff. We ain't going to do that. Something we just not going to do. And I've been living like that since now. And I learned what not to do from why I was watching what they were doing. What my parents and grandparents were doing. Like, okay, people knew that they was givers. They would show up so they can take. My grandmother and my mother, they would give. And then they would become broke at the end of the day. And now they don't have what they need. So what is the result of all that? My mother is now bitter because of it. I'm sorry to say this, but she is. This is my witness of watching how she is now. She's angry because she says it out of her own mouth. I help people. I gave my last to people. I opened up my doors to people. And now that I'm in need, they don't even come to check on me. They don't care about how I'm doing. They just don't care about me. And I'm saying, that's not true. That's not true. And the reason why I say it's not true is because the ones who really matters and the people who really count, they do come check on her. I do. I'm always checking on her. Even though I cannot be there physically, personally, and present with her, I call her all the time. I put some cameras up in the house so I can watch her in her house. And I do drop in to come see her, because we live in 2 different cities. I do drop in to come see her. And then I invite her to come to my place. Hey, come to my place, stay with me for a while. My aunt, one of her sisters, does the same thing. Matter of fact, she just came from from her sister's house, staying with her for a whole month. So I'm like, stop saying that. But she keeps saying that. She says it over and over again, but I know it's not her targeting the family. Like, she act like because she was saying, family don't help, family don't do that. Well, you know what? First off, family don't owe you nothing. We don't have to do anything for you. What I got to do is to honor you, and I do honor you. I honor you. Maybe I'm not honoring you the way you want me to by just dropping everything in my life and just moving the house with you and stay there and get a regular job there and come home at nighttime and be there. But baby, I'm sorry, I can't do that. That ain't my life. I'm a married woman with a child, and I got not only one career, but two careers. Not gonna be able to own a business. Can't do it. But I can help you learn how to appreciate yourself and stop being angry and bitter because of the people that you feel that should be there. They're not there the way you want them to be there. And it's not fair to the other person that you point your anger towards. Yeah. So this is why it's so important to appreciate yourself, because when time goes on and goes on and goes on and on and on and on, all you have is yourself. Yeah. That's just the bottom line. Your kids grow up and they become grown. They get married, they have children, they move away. They have a career, they have a life. They can't just constantly be with you. So learn to appreciate yourself so that way when your children are grown, or if they are already grown, you can learn that you can go ahead and live your life. You can live your life. If you don't have nothing going on in your life, then how about you get a hobby? Find something that you like doing. If you like to write, maybe you should write a book. Write a screenplay. You know, you got a cell phone with a camera, should put together some skits or something like that. Maybe you should do what I'm doing. Start a podcast, baby. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. Get your frustration out. Do all that. Grow a garden. My dad, he grew a garden in his house. And I eat them tomatoes and those okras and all that stuff. So grow a garden, you know. If you don't know how to grow a garden, learn how to YouTube it. Do a tutorial. That's another project you can do that you can teach yourself something new. Take a vacation. Go on a trip. Rent an Airbnb somewhere where it's just you at the beach, at a beach house. Stay there for about 2 weeks and just enjoy the water. Become one with nature. Go hiking. Don't hike in the woods because you don't know who's going to jump out those bushes. But be in a trail where everybody is at together. Get you a friend. If you don't have a friend, meet some friends. There's always somebody out there that would like to befriend somebody. But befriend a person who is kindred spirit to yours. That means y'all flow together, y'all rock together, y'all vibe together. It's almost like y'all been knowing each other for y'all whole lives because y'all have so much in common with each other. And make sure you check out their character, because the character of a person tell you who that person really is. Pay attention to what they do, what they don't do, what they say, and what they don't say. I am signing out. I'm Layla. You can check me out on my website at imagingcoaching.com. That's imagingcoaching.com. It will be in the description. You can also follow me on Instagram at Alayla Carroll. You can follow me on Facebook at Alayla the Queen Carroll. Although all those things will be in my description in this description. If you're looking for a life coach to help you reduce your stress levels, I am your girl. Make sure you hit me up. You can book a session online. Go to the booking calendar. What you would do is go to the plan. Once you get to the plan, just read everything that's there. See what fits for you. Pick whatever that's fit for you. I do personal development, time management, everything that's dealing with stress relief, even relationships, issues that you want to resolve, issues with somebody that you want to talk to, and you want to figure out how to come up with a better way to talk to a person. I even help with those type of issues as well. And to learn how to love yourself, to appreciate yourself, that's what I do. You can find me on my website, and we can get together, sit back, talk about some things, analyze some things, come up with a plan that'll work for you, that is tailor-made for you. Each person is unique. Everyone has their own issues. Even if it seems like you have a similar issue as somebody else, everyone's issue is different in its own unique way. That means it has to be dealt with uniquely, okay? All right. Signing out, Alayla.
Are you feeling overwhelmed and exhausted by stress? Introducing Stress Management with Imaging Coaching, your ticket to a calmer, more balanced life. In this journey you will be taking with us here at Imaging Coaching, we'll equip you with powerful techniques and tools you can use to conquer stress, regain control, and transform your life. From deep breathing exercises to mindfulness practices, you'll discover the tools to relax your mind and body. Come join us on this transformative path and unlock a world of inner peace and resilience. Don't let stress hold you back any longer. Take charge of your well-being today with Imaging Coaching, your stress management team. Discover clarity. Defeat stress through Imaging Coaching at imagingcoaching.com. At imagingcoaching.com. At imagingcoaching.com. At imagingcoaching.com.